So, the Prince of Wales Challenge Cup. This is certainly one I've been looking forward to. Twickenham Rowing Club and Queen's University Belfast composite on your left-hand side on Berks, and Queen's University Belfast on your right.
Yeah, so we could have a bit of grudge match going on here as these two getting along pretty much stroke for stroke. And there we go. The flags are out already, trying to steer this crew, the Queen's University crew, which is on the right of our shot on the Buck station, back onto station. It looks like the other crews reacted as well, and they're really quite tight to the booms there at the top of the picture.
Yeah, this is going to be a real grudge match. You called it right, Greg, because very familiar faces in the bow seat for that Twickenham Rowing Club composite, the Queen's colours, who will be very nervous to be racing his own club in the bow seat. Nathan Hull there, who steers this crew down the line. This combination, a bit of a mix of under-23s. The Nathan in the bow seat, who will be racing with Callum Dixon in the stroke seat at the under-23s Europeans later on this season. And the steering, in fact, actually needs to be adjusted by the full Queen's University crew because they are veering into the centre of the water here.
Yeah, it does look like the crew on the near side just let themselves get dragged in towards the Twickenham and Queen's University crew on the far side, who have really stayed very, very tight to that far bank.
So we're going to cut to the centre of the course, and a stretching lead here for the composite from Twickenham Rowing Club and Queen's University Belfast. And again, some really strong, big athletes here. Twickenham Rowing Club, a world-class start centre, which Dixon in the stroke seat, part of that programme. Joined by King, by Thompson. We've already mentioned Nathan Hull, who sits in the bow seat, was due to go to the Under-23 World Championships this year as a lightweight, but missed out due to that COVID scare in the Under-23 group, which meant that they could not fly to the championship. So here to get his own back here and progress in the Prince of Wales.
Well, let's hope the Prince of Wales can be some kind of consolation for what must have been awful to have to miss out on the Under-23s like that, Camilla.
Yeah, I mean, so disappointing for those athletes. Totally out of their control, totally, you know, not their test. It was just contact that just meant the training group had to stay at home. But they're now leading this race over Queen's University Belfast. This Queen's crew, a really good outfit, coached by John Armstrong and Megan Hunter. John, a former lightweight international himself for Ireland. Megan Hunter, a previous Edinburgh University Boat Club coach. And that crew just trailing at the moment. They've brought two under-23s back into that Queen's crew to try and strengthen it. In the centre of the crew, Ross Corrigan, a silver medalist from the under-23s. Hugh Moore, an under-23 lightweight single sculler as well. So they've strengthened it, but unfortunately, it's no match for this very big, strong crew from Twickenham and Queen's.
Well, as you say, the strong crew on that world-class start programme have gone out of the shot now, just been able to control this crew. You can see them still moving really well together. It's good sculling from both boats, particularly in these conditions where I think the head breeze seems to have dropped off. It got a bit stronger towards the middle of the day. Conditions now into the evening are just kind of calming down, and it's actually quite a nice time to go out and race now.
Yeah, beautiful water here in the evening. It's a lovely time to race, a bit cooler, and a little look there just to make sure they're not too close to the booms from Nathan Hull, and he knows that they're on a good line here, looking for the finish line, which is within sight. It is within grasp here for this composite, and yeah, they've really muscled their way through this one. A big, strong crew indeed. So it will be Dixon, King, Thompson and Hull of Twickenham Rowing Club and Queen's University Belfast, who will win out over the full crew from Queen's. If there are no disasters in these final two strokes, so I've learned to never call anything until it's fully over, but there they are, into the next round of the Prince of Wales Challenge Cup, and it will be Queen's University Belfast that will get knocked out at this stage of this head-on-head regatta.